Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raiders Daily. My name is Jackson. I'll post daily Raiders content, so be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let's try and get 100 likes on tonight's video. That would be absolutely awesome. Now, we talked about Jalen Ramsey a couple of days ago. A lot of you guys brought up some really good points. Jalen's a little bit more on the expensive side. So today we're going to be talking about Marcus Peters because he's a free agent, and I saw a tweet saying, could you imagine if the Raiders had Marcus Peters and Jalen Ramsey as their cornerbacks? Nate Hobbs out there as well. That's a nice secondary. We all know the Las Vegas Raiders have defensive shortcomings. This year, statistically, they came in 26th place in total defense. Well, it gets a little bit worse than that. As far as passing yards go, the Raiders were the third worst team as far as total pass yards allowed to opposing quarterbacks. And just in general, yards allowed, they were fourth worst. So, Raiders fans have been preaching on this. We've been preaching on this obviously it hasn't been going on too long, but I'm eager. This Raiders team, guys, they're very good. They're extremely good. I understand Derek Carr is done. I'm kind of excited. Excited's the wrong word. I'm optimistic about the Raiders' future, regardless of if Derek Carr is the starting quarterback or not. There's so much talent on this team, man. There's just so much talent that a 6-11 record is absolutely unexcusable. I'll give Josh McDaniels the benefit of the doubt, and I'll give him one more year, and we'll go from there. But we know whether it's the draft, because I hope so. I really hope that it starts with the draft. But free agency, trades, whatever the case may be, we know that defense needs a lot of help. A lot of help. You have Davante Adams. You have Darren Waller. You have Hunter Renfrow. You have, hopefully, Josh Jacobs coming back. Yes, there needs to be some money put into the offensive line, but at the end of the day, they had the 12th best offense, and this was not a good year. So the fact that they had the 12th best rated offense in the NFL with just 6 measly wins, it was just honestly a disgusting year from top to bottom. And there were some bright parts, specifically in the last couple of months before some more brutal losses like to Pittsburgh and to the Lambs, Los Angeles Lambs. But there were some nice wins sprinkled in there. So we know the potential there. We know the future's there. And I'm just hoping defensively, man, they put in a lot of cash. Cash is king. Throw up the money, Davis. Come on, man. Anyways, we're talking about Marcus Peters in today's video. Now, the thing with Marcus Peters is I think you'll be able to get him for a relatively team-friendly contract. And the reason I bring that up is he had a solid year this past year. It wasn't anything crazy. 13 total games played. All right, so he missed about 4 games. He had an interception. He had several pass deflections. Nothing close to the beginning part of his career. 47 tackles. Like I said, there's no Pro Bowl. There was nothing anything like that. But Marcus Peters has had a very successful NFL career, whether that was most recently with Baltimore, where he made a Pro Bowl not too long ago, or where he started his career off with the Kansas City Chiefs. We're talking about a former Defensive Rookie of the Year. We're talking about a 3-time Pro Bowler, and we're talking about a 2-time All-Pro. Now, the reason I bring that up is because 2 years ago, in the year of 2021, he missed the entire season, didn't play a snap with a torn ACL. So that's why I think you'll be able to get him on a bargain. Now, honestly, the impending free agency of Rock Ya-Sin, it does play a little bit of a factor. And I've also seen a couple of mock drafts where the Raiders decide to go with a cornerback with their 7th pick. But in the past, Marcus Peters has been an absolute stud. 3 years ago was his last Pro Bowl appearance, but he had 3 straight Pro Bowls in his rookie season. And I know it was all the way back in 2015. However, he's still a talented player. 16 games played back when it was 16 games, which are 17 weeks. He had 8 interceptions. Okay? He's had more than 2 interceptions every single year of his career except this past year with Baltimore. He had 8 picks his rookie year. 8. He had 2 touchdowns, 2 pick sixes. He had a forced fumble. He had 26 pass deflections, 60 tackles. This man was a stud. In his first 3 years with the Kansas City Chiefs, he made 2 Pro Bowls, 2 All-Pros, and like I said, he had that Defensive Player of the Year. So the reality of the situation is Marcus Peters is a good football player, and I would take him at the cornerback position. However, I would understand a little bit of backlash, a little bit of uncertainty. I don't think it comes down to can he still play, because I believe he definitely can still play. I think what it comes down to is can he be relied on? It's as simple as that. He's going to be entering his 30th year on this planet. Can we rely on him coming off a torn ACL? Well, thankfully, Baltimore had to deal with that last year, and he still played 13 games. So I think I'm open to it. I'm open to it. That's the point I'm trying to get at here is I'm open to the idea of Marcus Peters. If we're talking about the secondary, if we're talking about the cornerback position specifically, obviously I'm a big fan of Nate Hobbs. I actually really like Amik as well. I think he showed me enough flashes, enough glimpses, but it's more of a depth piece. I still want some type of star player at that cornerback position. And what I do like about Marcus Peters is he kind of offers a chip on your shoulder. If you watched this past wild card weekend against the Cincinnati Bengals, you saw a little bit of a scruffle, but this guy has so much playoff experience. He's played a total of 11 games. He's a bunch of picks. He's a solid player. All right, so let me know what you guys are thinking. But as always, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Once again, it's officially off season here for the Las Vegas Raiders. So a bunch of draft content, a bunch of free agency content, a bunch of speculation videos. Pretty much just, let me know if you guys have anybody you're targeting down below in the comment section. That's it for me. Hit the like button, hit that sub button. Peace.